Hi guys, it's Miss Wordless here. So today's teaching tip is one where I am not an expert in, and it's on having hard conversations with our kiddos. And I'm not an expert, and I've been struggling with this important teaching point, but I do believe that in one of my coaching styles is showing my vulnerability in what I do and in my practice. And so I want to come on today to talk to you about having hard conversations with our little ones. Given the current issues that our world is experiencing, the strong emotions that come along with all of that, I think it's very important that we open ourselves to be available for our kiddos to have some hard conversations. As an educator and as a parent, I find that it's my obligation to teach my students and my own child about racism and about kindness and love and being an ally. And it's been difficult, to say the least, in that my platform has changed in the way I reach my students. It really has been a challenge, and it really stinks that I am not in the classroom with them, that we are not sitting down together at the rug, having these conversations, reading a book, connecting to the book, talking about the feelings that we're feeling right now, making connections to what's going on in the world, things we hear at home, wonders we're having, and just questions that we have about what we hear. My platform is through live virtual sessions, and it's hard to have that human connection through a screen. Also, keeping in mind that I am very mindful that I have parents that are sitting right next to my students, and I want to be respectful of what they choose to inform their own children, to shelter their children from, if that's the route they want to take. So it's been really hard. So today I want to share with you a story that has helped me in teaching my 5-year-old and my students about being an ally versus a bystander. As a reading teacher, I immediately turned to my collection of books, and I started to go through the shelves and trying to find the right book. I did find some really good books. Some of them worked great. I found the book Say Something by Peter Reynolds, going along the lines of being an ally, standing up for all types of situations. This book I was really excited about. It was The Color of Us. Teaching color, as I think it's a very important thing to do. Unfortunately for my 5-year-old, this was over his head as he doesn't see color. So the book does a really wonderful job at teaching the different shades of brown and the beauty behind each color. But he was just infatuated with all the other parts of the beautiful book. So didn't quite go as planned, but still a great book. I also read Martin's Big Words, a classic. Again, it was over his head. So maybe a book that we will revisit as he gets older. For me, it was important that I made sure I had that hard conversation with my kid and my students. And even though I wanted to be respectful of my parents that I service and their wishes and how to handle the situation, as an educator and as a parent, it was important for me to say something, right? Like, silence was not going to be an option. So I did find a book that worked, and I wanted to share it with you because you might be also having these same struggles. And the book is called I Walk With Vanessa, a story about a simple act of kindness by Kerascoët. And it is a wordless picture book. So the strategy that you're using there is reading the pictures. And just to kind of give you some context of it, it's about a new girl named Vanessa who moves into town. And with that comes the first day jitters and just not having friends. There is a little boy who, we don't know his name, so we call him the mean boy. There's another little girl who's witnessing this and is a bystander at that moment of witnessing it, but struggles with not saying something, right? She struggles with going home and feeling, not feeling right, like knowing that it's bugging her that she didn't say anything. Again, there are no words, so the conversation you want to have is, what do you think the character is saying? What is the character feeling? What is the character thinking? So the little girl wakes up the next day and realizes that wasn't good enough for her, that she's going to go and she's going to go to Vanessa's home and she's going to walk with Vanessa. And through that small act of kindness of walking her to school, she introduces her friends to the new student, Vanessa. And it ends up being a beautiful story where all the kids are walking together to school. And there came the word of being an ally. So for me and my 5-year-old, I felt that it was more fitting to teach him what a bystander is and what an ally is, and to teach him that we can be allies for those in need, regardless if we know them at a friend level or not. That sometimes we might see a wrongdoing and not know immediately what to do, and that every day is a new day where he can get up and make choices that are going to support those in need and become an ally. So the rest of the video, you'll see my son and I go through the picture book and have these conversations with him. And really, as I play it back and I see it, when I say hard conversations, it's not that it's hard for him. I think us as adults, we feel like, where do I start? What do I say? What level of sensitivity do I have with this issue? How do I make sure that I'm teaching him in a way where I can let him carry the conversation, let him ask the questions and do the wondering, and create a safe place to have these conversations. So, and, with time, these conversations will grow where the other books might be more fitting for him as he has more wonders about things that are going on. But my hopes are that in sharing this video, I help you guys at home to start opening those conversations, and that if we talk about it and teach our little ones to be allies for each other, we can change the world. We can make a bigger difference in spreading kindness and spreading love. So I really hope this book helps you out. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye, guys. Hi, readers. It's Miss Juarez here and Emilia.
Hi.
Today we are going to read the story I Walk With Vanessa, a story about a simple act of kindness by Kerascoët. So this story is interesting because there are no words.
Yeah. So if there's no words,
What are we going to do?
don't read the words. Read the pictures.
We are going to read the pictures. A skill that we've practiced before, right?
Because this author didn't want to have words.
Yeah, this author chose not to use any words, but the message behind the story is still very powerful. Okay, so let's read the pictures and really look into what is the author trying to teach us, right? I Walk With Vanessa, a story about a simple act of kindness. We see that there's a family moving in.
Yeah, because Vanessa's like, come on, Daddy, hurry up.
Yeah. Here they are in class, and she's sitting down at her desk, right? So that here she is in PE, but where is she?
Right there being sad.
Yeah, she's on the bleachers alone.
She's like, I don't have any friends.
Then it looks like school is out, right? They have their book bags. They're going home. Here's Vanessa.
She's like, okay, I'll just go home by myself.
Yeah. No friends. Yeah, it's the first day of school, right? Making friends can be hard. Oh.
I know what's going on.
So we notice there's a boy.
I know what's going on right now.
Yeah, tell me.
This boy is being so rude.
How can you tell he's being so rude?
Because maybe he's saying, move out the way.
Move out the way, right? He's got his hand and his body language, right? He's got his arms on his hips. He's making some fist right here.
And then Vanessa's like, ooh.
Yeah. Her face looks like what kind of feelings is she? What are her feelings?
Nervous.
Nervous, yeah.
Or
maybe
scared.
Scared.
Or maybe,
maybe thinking, oh my gosh, is he gonna hit me? Right? And then the boy walks away.
And he's like, you're the worstest girl ever.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty harsh, right?
Yeah.
But look this little girl notices something.
I know, they're gonna make friends.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is that your prediction?
Yeah.
Okay. And these kiddos don't notice anything, right?
They're just watching the squirrel.
Watching a squirrel. Okay. So the boy walks away. Vanessa's kind of in shock. I've noticed that she's kind of just standing there.
Vanessa cries away.
Starts to walk away too. Oh yeah, there is a tear. The little girl is noticing all of this.
She's like,
what are her feelings? What is she thinking?
She's thinking about. She's like, that wasn't nice.
Yeah, that like shock. Like that was not nice, right?
And
so now the little girl in yellow notices Vanessa walking to her house, right? The little girl in yellow is going to her friends and she's possibly saying something like, guys, did you see what happened? But then they look shocked, right? She's telling her friends what happened. And look at all her friends have their heads down.
Why?
I'm thinking that possibly that news about what happened made them all feel bad for Vanessa, right? So they all walk home. Let's see what happens next.
Maybe they're in shock seeing down.
Yeah, because they didn't see what happened, right? Vanessa did. So Vanessa's here like, guys, look, this is what happened. And she's sharing the story and this little girl's arms are like, oh, like what? Right? And
these boys are like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then they all walk home. But they walk home kind of sad.
Because they're going to tell their mother what happened.
Possibly. So the girl in yellow is walking with her head down. She comes home and look at home. What's happening at home?
She has 3 babies.
Well, that's possibly her brother and sisters, right? And they're having fun. Sister's watching TV. Mom and dad are probably doing what?
Cleaning,
getting ready for dinner. But look at Vanessa. Is she playing with her siblings?
No, and her brother's like, come on, play, Vanessa.
Yeah, and Vanessa's doing what?
She's being sad.
Yeah, like that, just sad and thinking. What do you think she was thinking?
She's thinking, did you go talk to the boy that was rude?
Yes. I'm thinking she's thinking like, I should have said something, right? I should have helped Vanessa. So maybe she's feeling a little bit regretful. Like she should have said something. It's ready for bed, right? She's in her bed getting ready, looking in her window, still thinking. And now we see her at nighttime looking out her window.
I forgot this kid.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Looks like Vanessa, right?
2 Vanessas?
No, this is the girl that was the girl in the yellow dress, and that's Vanessa.
Yeah, I think.
The next day and this morning, the little girl gets up and she gets dressed and ready for school. She's eating breakfast. What happened? What's happening here?
What?
Yeah, so all these little sparks, and she's going like this, and she's like, ding! Like she has an idea, right?
Yeah.
Readers, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Are you thinking her idea might be to go and find Vanessa?
And talk to her.
So let's see if we're right. We see the little girl knocking on a door. We see Vanessa kind of peeking her head like, yes. And they're talking, right?
And she's like, can I want to be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And they go off to school.
Oh, she takes her by the hand and she shows her the way.
When me and Alice go for a walk, we do that.
You guys hold hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, look! On the way to school, the little girl in yellow sees another friend and she introduced her to Vanessa, right? And then there's another friend and the little girl introduces him to Vanessa. And then there's another friend.
A girlfriend.
And then the girl introduces her to Vanessa. Oh, do you see what's happening, readers?
We're all gonna be friends.
They're all coming to school. They're all walking.
But the.
Oh!
What?
Look who's that.
He's like.
I almost missed that. That's the little boy. What is he thinking? What do you think he's thinking?
He's like. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's like, oh my goodness, what's going on here, right? Let's keep reading. Whoa! Look at all these kids walking to school.
Oh, where's the mean boy? I don't know where
Let's
he is.
see. Do you find him?
Let's find
Look
him.
closely.
There he is.
There. Oh, what's happening to him? What is he thinking?
He's about to be sad. I think.
Well, he's turning all kinds of red.
He's about to be angry, I think.
Yeah, but do you think, look at, he's got a frown. Do you think he's got those mean, angry eyebrows?
No.
No. He has that red look like he's almost like embarrassed. Almost like,
In shock.
uh-oh. Like, right? Like regretful. Like, uh-oh. What's happening? Why is everyone hanging out with Vanessa? Right?
He's like,
And here's everyone walking with Vanessa. Where's the little boy? Do you see the little boy?
Oh, there he is. He's walking.
Oh.
He's mad.
He's mad, right?
He's like, ugh, it's no fair. I don't get to have a friend.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably feeling the way Vanessa felt
Yeah.
when she didn't have any friends, right? Yeah. And then the end. This book, yeah, I Walk With Vanessa, has a deep message, right?
Yeah. So
What do you think the author wanted us to learn?
that boy was rude to Vanessa.
He was rude to Vanessa. Who helped Vanessa?
That girl, I think it's another Vanessa.
No, not another Vanessa, but the girl in yellow, right?
Yeah.
We don't know her name, but we do know that she helped Vanessa.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's called?
Friends?
It's called being a friend, yeah. But does the little girl in yellow, does she know who Vanessa is? No, right? But you can still help people you don't know.
Yeah, like
And that's called being an ally. Can you say ally?
ally.
Can you say ally?
Ally.
Ally. We want to be allies when people are in need, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being an ally means jumping in, taking a risk to help others who need you.
Yeah,
right?
like you just don't need like if you see somebody like next to your house, you don't need to be rude, right?
Yeah, if you see something that's not right, right?
You just have to say stop.
You want to be an ally, you want to say something, right?
Yeah, you gotta be an ally.
So right here on this page, the little girl in yellow noticed what was happening. And when she didn't say anything, she was a bystander. Can you say bystander?
Bystander.
A bystander is somebody who notices something's wrong but doesn't say anything, right?
Like and bystanders like oh, I don't need to help that. I don't need to help someone.
Yeah, not my problem, right? And that's not good.
Yeah.
Because
We don't want to be a bystander.
We don't want to be bystanders, right?
You don't need to have to be a bystander. You need to be an ally.
Yes. Because when you're a bystander and you don't say anything, you know what happens?
Go back
Hold on, I'm going to show you something. You know what happens? When you're a bystander and you don't say anything, you start to have these feelings of like, oh my gosh, I should have said something. It starts to bug you and you feel like not right.
It feels like your heart just breaks.
It breaks your heart, yeah. But when you're an ally, look how the little girl in yellow, how now she's smiling. It makes her feel good.
She's the coolest friend ever.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, friend.
Well, it makes her feel good to help Vanessa, right? To say, you know what, I'm going to stand by you and I'm going to help you.
I found the rude boy.
And I might not know you, but I'm going to help you and we might become friends.
I found the rude boy.
Yeah.
He's right there.
He's like shocked, right?
He's like in shocked.
Yeah. So we've learned that when we see something wrong, when we see somebody in need, we need to be not a bystander. We need to be what?
An ally.
An ally. And sometimes, just like the little girl in yellow, sometimes being an ally might not come natural to us right away. Sometimes we might go home and be like, uh-oh, why didn't I say something? Why did I help?
Or it can be like, it was my mistake. Why did I say anything?
Exactly. But
why do I be and like people can be at home like, why did I be a bystander?
Yeah. But guess what? Every day is a new day. And you can wake up the next day and say, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to
be an ally.
I'm going to be an ally. I'm going to help, right?
You're trying to say that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you can say it.
That's okay, you did good. Because honestly, sometimes we might see something that we might not know how to fix right away.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but if
we might have to ask help from other people, like a grown-up
or
our friends, right? To be like, hey, help me help others.
Yeah, you just don't need to be a bystander. You need to be an ally.
Yes. So boys and girls, that was our book, I Walk With Vanessa. We hope you liked the simple act of kindness, and you can spread kindness by just being allies for those in need, right? All right, bye guys. Thank you.
Bye.